Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6. This is intercepted. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. He gives it to Brown. Good play. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Jackson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's all about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And his kick is good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run there on first down going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, it's 9-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook, and he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Madison. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a run with Cook. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Come on now, let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion. put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Going on the ground with Madison. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Madison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the carry, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw, became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. First down, Pittsburgh. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as the Ravens push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They'll run it with Madison. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through, and that will get them one closer. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On the handoff, it's Madison. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a give to Madison. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth.
We play to win.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the...
Up this magic with the game.